Hello guys, it's Mayen, and I recently made a cake that is inspired by the Little Einsteins cartoon, which is on Playhouse Disney. So I hope you guys like this one. There you go. I'm actually very happy with how this cake turned out. It's for the third birthday of one of my godchildren. His name is Sam, and he loves the Little Einsteins show as much as my son does. And I wanted to show you guys the figures that I made for this cake. So I'm just going to move it closer so that you guys can see it. So there are five main characters in the cartoon. So that's Quincy over there. I was able to make all the nice detail on his pants using a fondant tool, and I think his hat is pretty similar to the movie, to the cartoon. I tried to copy as accurately as possible of the colors, although I was not able to translate that to the shoes, but I did plan to. This is Annie. Pretty much the colors are kind of similar, not quite accurate, but I liked how her face turned out, and as Quincy's face turned out too. And that's the name, Sam, all out of gum paste. This is Leo, the conductor in the cartoon. I think we were able to copy how his head spikes up, or his hair spikes up. The only thing I didn't like so much about this figure was having the one part dry too fast before I was able to put on the other parts, but pretty much it's okay. Now my favorite, the one that came up really nice for me, was June, who's the ballerina, the dancer in the group, and I think I got all the waves and the hair right, and also her eyes are right, and I was so happy that I was able to make her stand or stay in this position. And then one of the main guys is Rocket, which is their mode of transportation in the movie. I also wanted the cake to look like a stage. So instead of depicting the other places where the whole gang has been to, I wanted it to be either the first or the last part of the show, which is their curtain call part. So that's why there are curtains there. Anyway, I did plan to make the other parts of the stage supposedly, but due to some problems on my end, some time constraint problems, I was unable to make it. So I just put pillars on the side to at least mark where the stage would end. So I'm also going to show you real quick the back side of the cake. I just put in some figures just to signify music and all that, because that's what they see in the show. Now instead of putting fondant here in the cake board, I put in small candies. So these are all edible, and they're shaped like Mickey Mouse, and that's to kind of signify that it's a Playhouse Disney cartoon. It just makes it a little more colorful, and the kid will like it more. Now, a couple of issues that I encountered while making this cake. It is supposed to be a 3-tiered cake, and I will be honest with you guys, it's actually just a 1-tier cake. So the middle is the cake, the bottom is made out of styrofoam, still covered with fondant, and the top is also styrofoam. I got a couple of issues while making the cake. My son got really ill after I finished all the figures. So I did have time to make the figures, but he got really ill. So I called up my friend and I told her we'll not be able to make the cake like I wanted, because this is a gift to my godson. So instead of making a three-tiered smaller cake, it's not supposed to be this huge. So this is actually 14 inches in diameter, and this is 10. So it's actually supposed to be a little smaller. We're not really expecting that many people. So what I did was I just made a bigger cake to accommodate all the people that are gonna be there. And I also put rocket, I put clouds supposedly surrounding Rocket. Again, due to time constraint, I wasn't able to make his wheels and all the other stuff. But I hope this still works. So I'm gonna put the number 3 over here. That's why there's a space. And also put a spray of stars and the G clef sign to signify again the whole theme of Little Einsteins, which is music. So I hope you guys like this one. Just when you make your cakes, as a tip for those who ask me, put in some details and give it time when you're making gum paste figures like this. I observed that if you really give it a couple minutes, or at least overnight to set, then it won't slump down when you add the other figures that have more weight to them. I also get asked sometimes about my preference for the medium that I use when I'm decorating my cakes, and I only make fondant cakes. I don't I don't decorate the cake with buttercream. This is not because I think one is better than the other. Of course not. I think buttercream is difficult. I don't have the stamina, I guess, to decorate a cake in buttercream, because it asks that you hold your hand in one position and decorate or pipe the whole side of the cake, and your hand stays like that. And my hand can't do that. I also got shoulder issues, so I really can't. My hands shake if I'm put, or if it asks that I stay in one position. So I also like the versatility of fondant. I obviously cannot do this design in buttercream, so I guess the creative part of what I wanted to do in decorating cakes, to me, is more possible if I use fondant as the medium, but definitely one is not better than the other. Others find fondant easier, others find buttercream easier, so it truly depends on you. So anyway, thank you so much for those who have emailed me and for those who leave comments. I hope that you like this cake, and for those who also want to start experimenting into making gum paste figures, again, go to Lorraine McKay's website, and she's going to show you the step-by-step instructions in making the figures. And then from that, you can use that as your backbone, and you can pretty much use your imagination and make figures like this. So I'm happy with how this turned out. And little Sam, happy birthday from Ninang. I'm so sorry, little boy, I wasn't able to make you what I initially wanted, but I hope this one will still make you smile. I have not slept in the past days. Well, not because of the cake, but because of my son. So anyway, hope you guys like this one. You take care and have a great day.